Hello, so this is Use at Your Own Risk, and just now I will be using a quote from Rhonda Byrne, which is the force behind The Secret. I'm sure you've heard of it. It was a massive big video, and also she's authored several books on the same topic, the law of attraction and how to better your life, etc. So the quote is, "Life isn't happening to you, life is responding to you." And the person that I'm going to use for an example for this is Daryl Davis. When I first found out about this guy, it was probably on Facebook or something like that. I was kind of like, this can't be a real thing. I think this is clickbait. I think this is, like a fake story. But I've looked into it, and it's actually a real story. So this guy, if you haven't heard of him, he's an R&B musician, a pianist, and he essentially is he's a Black American who has befriended people in the KKK in an effort to sort of understand what they're all about, and in doing so has actually convinced several of the members to leave the group, essentially. So it's an amazing, crazy story. Definitely an inspiration in terms of sort of ending racism with dialogue. He says essentially, in the end, his goal ended up being kind of like he's establishing this dialogue, and a quote from him is actually, "When two enemies are talking, they're not fighting," and so that's, I guess, what it kind of evolved into. And he was saying when he first started talking to people in the KKK, he really just was like, I just don't understand why these people hate me. Like, they don't even know me. They just hate me because of the color of my skin. And he just, and was just sort of going into it sort of his own ignorance of what they were about to find out more. And so to do that, he obviously had to speak with these people. He met with them. He forged friendships with them. And in doing so, obviously, it wasn't just a one-way dialogue. There was a communication happening. And that is how he has convinced, or helped, I should say, around 200 people, last I checked, to abandon the KKK. And so he just went into it kind of not understanding what the racism was about, what the reasoning was, and there's a documentary about it called Accidental Courtesy. And so really, if you're interested in the topic, check that one out. It's a super interesting story, and obviously really inspirational guy. If you've seen any of my videos, I'm obviously against racism, and looking on ways to end the ignorance through understanding and fight hate with love and compassion. And that's exactly what he's done. So it's pretty amazing. Check out the documentary, and yeah, that's it for that one. Peace.